around for you, but I got stuck.
Today we begin the overland travel we have yearned for. We got across the Atlantic aboard airplanes and cargo ships and have since driven thousands of miles touring Europe. Somehow it all feels like it was a prelude to being right here. Our hard push through the stormy night has found us waking up at Torfi's cabin, with Iceland's backcountry right outside the door. Where to start is a bit overwhelming.
We have many options.
Yeah.
That's the big, that's our biggest problem.
Too many options.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you think is the best.
Yeah, I like the idea to just chase the weather.
Yeah,
We usually do that.
that sounds great.
Chase the weather.
Yeah.
Do as the
Let's
locals
chase
do.
the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
visibility.
Perfect.
Yeah, because otherwise you're missing it. So chase the weather.
At least I would like to stay with you in this area here. You could go on your own, these mountain roads.
Yeah. Okay.
Your own. I just want to be with you in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's try to do this.
Yeah, let's try. Yeah, let's see how it is.
Okay.
And I can call my friends in Thorsmörk already there. And this.
We want to see as much of Iceland with Torfi as we can. And Torfi has a lot of knowledge and experience he hopes to pass on. And his first lesson this morning is that you must watch the weather closely because it makes the plans for you. We are setting off to the southeastern end of the island to explore and meet up, hopefully, with some friends of Torfi's tonight. So, let the exploration begin. Expedition Overland Season 5, the Nordic Series, is presented by General Tire. For whatever you do, General Tire delivers. And in association with Patriot Campers, the ultimate in overland trailers. And by Xoverland's official apparel partner, Vertex. One look at an Arctic truck will tell you that the Iceland's F-roads are no joke. If we're not on our A game, we could make mistakes that have big consequences.
Taking a left here at the T. Yep, correct. Perfect. Let me know when you want to come on and pass all three of us, if you want to. Thank you.
I'll say, Torfi, that your truck makes the best rear view mirror view I've seen in a long time.
Okay, that's good news.
Looking at Torfi's truck, it's easy to think it's crazy. But just a few miles into today's F-roads, it's pretty evident that this truck is purpose-built. In fact, here's the rundown. After purchasing a rusted 91 Hilux with only 1,000 kilometers on it, Torfi stripped the truck and replaced the engine, gearboxes, he cut the front suspension, replacing it with Landcruiser 80 system, and rebuilt the rear suspension, and installed a solid axle with an air spring. He then installed a Prado 1KZ turbo diesel engine and intercooler. Then he put the 1990 cab onto the 91 chassis and put on the camper he salvaged and restored from a wrecked truck. He even alternates 5 different sets of tires depending on the season and use case. He's currently running 42-inch tires, his smallest set.
That's no fun at all.
That was good.
Cyrus, you're not allowed to do that.
If you're not sure what an F-road is, it's an unpaved track that may only be driven in vehicles with 4-wheel drive. The F comes from the word fjall, which means mountain in Icelandic. So, these are mountain roads.
I'm so excited to see that ice coming around the valley there. That looks incredible.
Iceland is referred to as the land of fire and ice, for good reason. When the two are combined, it makes biblical impacts on the land. We are just below the site where the massive eruption of the Icelandic volcano occurred in 2010. The 5,466-foot high volcano is covered by an ice cap.
It was a glacier here coming down, further down, much further down to here, and then we had this small lagoon in front of it, and it was kind of flat around this area, and it kind of went up to there. Then we had this eruption, and a flood that came down here kind of just flushed the glacier away, all the way down there and towards the sea.
Oh wow.
And left this, just completely new scenery.
Yeah.
And it happened so fast. It was just like...
Volcanic ash has caused the worst disruption in air travel since 9/11.
A spectacular sight in southern Iceland where a volcano is erupting near a glacier. The volcano is creating rivers of lava more than 5 football fields long and sending smoke more than 2 miles high.
A fifth day, Iceland's volcano is creating havoc in the skies.
The eruption left behind vast ash clouds so large that in some areas, daylight was entirely obscured. As a boy, Torfi used to ice climb on parts of this glacier, which is now non-existent.
Yeah, it's your backyard.
This is our backyard, yeah. Full smurf.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, shall we keep moving?
Yep.
Being alive when something that dramatic occurred is really unique, and being on the very spot that it happened after the fact is humbling. This place is ever-changing, and it's often happening before our eyes.
I think we ought to make some miles. Everybody ought to ford low.
Yep.
There is one river crossing between us and camp tonight, and peak water flows have Torfi on high alert. This is the fastest moving water crossing we have come across. Due to the amount of foot traffic and rescues and fatalities in this area, mobile bridges have been brought in to adapt to the changing riverbed.
Radio check, 1, 2.
Torfi is a member of the search and rescue unit here and has rescued vehicles and people from this very crossing.
Hilux is up.
He has crossed here many times, but the route is never the same.
But it's never on the same spot. It's never the same. It changes even during the day.
Don't forget, this is a truck on a 6-inch lift and 42-inch tires.
I'm going to cross, and then I guess we can arrange ourselves in convoy order with the Hilux in the front.
So have to kind of go down that way.
Yep.
And then up.
Just a little bit with the river and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Here we go. And keep your eye on Torfi. Good. Nice, good throttle control. Perfect. Perfect.
No snorkel, no splashy splash.
Being a brand new platform with dual air intakes for the twin turbos, a snorkel system has not been developed as of now.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting with me.
You bet.
If you do have a snorkel, it doesn't mean you're in the clear. The risk is still high. Towing the Patriot X3 trailer adds an additional level of complexity to the river crossing.
I think I smacked the back diff pretty good.
Our 35-inch grabber tires are paying off big right now, allowing for greater clearance of the rocks we can't see lurking under the water. Watching Dan piloting our final truck Adigan across the river makes me proud.
Well, that was fun. That was one of the bigger water crossings I've done. The nose dunk pretty good there. It was a lot of fun. Convoy complete.
Pretty good water crossing. And we just noticed that Cyrus has left something behind on the 4Runner. As you'll see, we just lost a chunk there. It was fixed earlier in the trip with some extreme Velcro, but it didn't survive an Icelandic water crossing.
Oh, it was the water, so...
Could be your fault.
It wasn't.
Back on, but...
Oh, whoa! Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it looks like an expedition.
Wouldn't you know it, just as we cross the river, Torfi's friends are showing up for camp tonight with their families. There's some good guys to know, as they are also part of the Icelandic search and rescue team. Elvar himself has just come off his shift from a long night in the helicopter as a rescue swimmer. But he's here anyway. And I've had the pleasure of meeting these guys before, and camping with them tonight is a treat.
Yeah, you can straighten out now. You're looking good, Tanner.
Probably need some.
Yeah. Är jag håller Nej, jag räcker.
Good to see you. Good to see you again. Yeah. In Iceland now.
In Iceland, my home turf.
Was it Bob or was it?
Really cool spot.
Do you approve?
Sometimes when you get around someone else's kid, it makes you start to miss your own. And I can see that Tanner must be missing his son, Jace, who's over 3,000 miles away in Montana.
Definitely reminds me of Jace. Hey.
Tonight we are having pasta with vegetables and ground beef and brie again, which is going to be great, and salad, and maybe garlic bread if we can figure out how to do it. So yeah, it should be a feast, so it's good. Of course.
Thanks, Ashley, for another stellar meal.
No problem.
With his keen eye always looking to head off a problem, Torfi has noticed a tear in Orion's fender liner, likely caused by yesterday's deep water crossing.
You've been on global expeditions as a mechanic.
Yeah.
What is your mentality or your thought process towards being the mechanic on a truck or on the big expeditions? You have just a certain mindset, or what is it?
Yeah, be ahead of the problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep an eye on everything, just like this.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it says something when you're looking, when you're sitting over there and you see this over here. To me, I'm like, that's just a guy who knows what to look for. He's always looking. And then immediately came over here and put your hands on it. It's cool. It's cool to see.
Just an instinct, I know, I think. Yeah. I do that when I sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if we should do this to the other side.
Yeah.
Prevent it.
How does it look?
To stay ahead of the problem.
Yeah.
Like a stitch.
Yeah.
Do you concur? Do you agree? Yep. Yeah, I'll have to drill.
Meanwhile, Tanner is working on his own art project, and hopefully he packed enough supplies. You know, you can go anywhere around the world and you will find people that have common interests and thinking just like you.
Well, you like that?
All of us are not so different, and I love discovering that over and over again.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See ya. Great camp morning. Sun was out, dried things out. We all just kind of soaked up the sun. I got some things fixed, which is awesome. Now today we're gonna head out of here, go back into town, get some fuel, hit another road and go way into the inland parts of the island using the F-roads. So it should be exciting, a lot more scenery to see today. I have no idea what's ahead of us. Probably just a lot more water, and hopefully the weather holds. So here we go.
Hilux up. Blown up.
Runs up.
Madigan's up. All right, let's move.
Yeah, these guys are legit. Yeah. Well, Torfi, thanks for taking us up in there. It's a special spot, and it was awesome to meet your friends too.
Yeah, you're welcome. This was a must for you guys to get here.
Yeah, what you do on the weekends is not very different from what we do on the weekends, but your trucks have huge tires and you have to cross rivers and you're sitting in absolutely majestic landscapes. So I guess there's a little difference there.
Today, Torfi is leading the team on one of Iceland's most famous F-roads, the F26. Fjallbaksleiðsfjörður, which could promise to be one of the most epic routes of the trip. DangerousRoads.org describes F26 as being not for sissies, and an unfiltered description that mirrors others that we have heard. The road is 232 kilometers, or 144 miles long. Running through the Sprengingur area between the glaciers Hofsjökull and Vatnajökull. It's said to be the longest Icelandic F-road. It goes as far back as 1933, when a group of 4 explorers accomplished the first trip across it.
Can you imagine trying to drive across this ground without this road?
They drove a 1927 4-man Ford, with the back fully filled with supplies. 2 of them sat on top of the luggage and 2 sat in front, although they ran into many problems and setbacks. 7 days later, they reached their first farm and a sign of civilization in the north of the island, completing the first crossing through the center of Iceland.
Look at that waterfall. So, there's a road that goes over to it. Do you think we should try? I mean, how are we looking on time, Torfi? Just great.
Being in Iceland, we've already seen more waterfalls than we can count, and it's estimated that there are around 10,000 waterfalls on the island.
This looks like what I imagine Mongolia looking like. Beautiful.
Yeah, I could definitely see Mongolia here. Now, in 2 years when we're in Mongolia, we can be talking about how this looks like Iceland.
I like that idea.
I'm on an amusement park ride.
Yeah, that's
of epic proportions.
Truly epic.
Every once in a while I kind of zoom out and realize that I'm driving through a river in Iceland. That was probably like our 100th water crossing there. Yeah, that's just a little baby.
Torfi, this is just incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, standards for the rest of my life are now just messed up.
Mission complete. Well, you know, we have to make Kurt suffer for abandoning the mothership too early.
Yes, we must make Kurt suffer for leaving us early.
Yeah, we're getting close now.
There's too much stuff to see.
Wow. I just can't get over this place.
Want to circle the wagons?
Yep.
You good, Adigan?
Yep.
I mean, wow. I've never been somewhere more special than this in every way.
Your comment makes me think I also agree with you.
Yes.
We've all been a lot of cool places, but this area is amazing.
Good to know. Good to know.
You the man.
Glad you like it.
All right. Well, let's set up camp. And what do you need for cooking dinner?
Sous chef.
Sous chef.
Just taking the most epic landscape. No.
Tonight for dinner, we are having rice bowls with salsa, with some delicious pulled chicken that Ann made.
Sounds great. After you.
Although seeing amazing, indescribable places like we did today is impactful, simply enjoying each other's company and having good conversation around a meal, to me, is just as special. Especially when it's people that you trust and have had epic adventures with. If you don't have this in your life, I recommend really working hard to get it.
Well, today was an incredible day. Just the area that Torfi took us to, unlike anything that anybody has ever seen before. This place is so special and unique. I'm always chasing sunsets with landscape photography, and this is definitely one of the best shots I've ever taken, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty special. I don't know even what else to say. Gonna probably go get some food, show the guys the shot, and go to bed a very happy man. Can't wait for tomorrow. This place is amazing.
This morning I'm cleaning up the pan from last night. Burned a little bit of rice in here. Not bad. I've certainly seen it a lot worse than that. But there's a camp hack to getting this cleaned. And you use Nature's Ajax, which is, you go in here and you just grab some fine dirt. In this case, ground up lava. You just use that and scrub it. This is doing a fantastic job. So far, it's working really good. So anyway, there's your camp hack trick.
A place as beautiful as Iceland doesn't stay that way by accident. Torfi is teaching Ashley all about Iceland's stringent laws and specific etiquette when it comes to the key difference between off-road and off-pavement. He's also explaining why wild camping is illegal in Iceland outside of emergency situations. When you consider that thousands of tourists rent vehicles and head out into Iceland's beautiful landscapes each year, Iceland's laws make sense.
Okay, let's go.
It reinforces that we need to work hard back at home to steward what we love. Negligence alone on our part or others could take it all away. It's not uncommon to come across fellow travelers in need out here on Iceland's F-roads. And shortly after departing camp, we roll up on some fellow adventurers who are in need of a little assistance.
Oh, do you need help? Yeah, we'll take your stuff across.
And Catherine Bendixen is a German influencer known as Biker Girl, riding her Harley all around the world. And her bike is in need of some attention.
And then we'll get to the other side and we're gonna put gas in their motorcycles because they were gonna have to go off the road to go get fuel and food.
Oh.
So we can fuel them.
Yeah.
Because they don't take much.
Yeah.
Yeah, just help them out.
Nice.
That's actually super kind from you. Wow.
So do you need more fuel? We can give you fuel and food. Do you need food?
Maybe fuel a little bit, if that would be okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
We would love to help.
That's actually super kind. I don't know, that's so weird. Oh! It's completely empty.
Oh, you do need
maybe now I got the problem.
There's no gas in there.
Oh my god.
It's full now. I can tell you it's full.
Thank you so much.
You've driven it all the way from Germany to here?
Yeah, like I was going to Denmark and from there I took the ferry to Faroe Islands and then I was there for a while and now I was going to Iceland and now I think I maybe go to Thailand next.
Okay, wow, cool.
Helping people along the way is one of my absolute favorite things to do. We wish her Godspeed on her journey, wondering if our paths might cross again.
This would look so cool from way up high on the drone.
We should fly. We should fly.
I've never been anywhere in the world where the landscape changed so fast.
It's crazy. It feels like we're in a totally different country every hour we drive. This is spectacular.
I can't help but notice that Torfi doesn't take us to bad places.
Oh, he does. And Torfi, I'm wondering, how old were you when you started doing all this?
I just kind of started to go off on the highlands 2-3 years before I got my driving license. So just with friends and family.
So you've been doing this pretty much your whole life?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Not a bad way to spend your life.
We are driving past Iceland's famous green mountain known as Mælafell. Mælafell translates to measuring hill. The name was bestowed upon this mountain and several others like it throughout Iceland by the Vikings, who used these mountains to take bearings and measure distances. Due to the many river crossings and rough roads necessary to get to Mælafell, the mountain is accessible only with the right equipment. Not having the right equipment could prove dangerous. And this Touareg has suffered a broken rear axle, proof that the terrain always has a vote.
We gotta stop. We got more squealing and Orion again.
This stop also reveals we may have picked up a rock into Orion's rear axle area, most likely lodged into the brakes during the last river crossing.
Sounds like a rock and a dust shield or something on the brake. Hey, Ashley, go ahead and creep forward. Go faster. Definitely sounds like it's in the brake pad, I think. All right, step. Hey, Cyrus, would you grab me a long, like, flathead screwdriver or like a pry bar or something out of Adigan's drawer? Thank you. Something fell. All right, go ahead and creep forward. Or back. Either way, whatever you decide. Perfect, fixed, gone.
Okay, so earlier this morning, I must have woke up a little grumpy or something. I apologize if I'm a little on the grumpy side today. No reason to be. But anyway, I thought that the Red Bull had been consumed. So I immediately went to the historical reference of who would have consumed it, and they denied. And then it was found in the location of which I put it. I just forgot it was there. And then they brought it to me. I apologize for any
Accusations?
Huh?
The accusations?
Not accusations that I may have implied. I was wrong. Then I realized that there was some sort of substance on it. I thought it was Red Bull. Then I licked it and found out it is definitely not Red Bull.
Torfi informs us that we've reached a crossroads where we need to make a decision about where to go next. And we pull into a volcanic crater lake. I'll let you try to pronounce its name this time. A volcanic crater lake is a lake in a crater that was formed by explosive activity or a collapse during a volcanic eruption that then filled with water. It's the perfect spot to take a minute and study the map.
If only we could find some rocks to put on the map somewhere.
Well, I think we can get more mileage. So head up north to Wayward. There's a small lake here and a hut there.
So fuel is here.
Yep.
And then is that the last until here or here?
Yeah. It's fuel here, it's then fuel to here or here.
As usual, the options are endless, and the weather will play a factor.
I think we'll definitely, if the weather permits, go here.
Go here, like go back in here, go to the crater.
Not this road though.
You can do it.
Is that the better
You
road?
said you didn't want.
Yeah, I know. No. I would take you this one.
better.
Oh, this one's better.
Yeah.
This is more of a highway situation, correct?
No.
No.
It is just like endless turns, ups and downs,
Okay.
really slow going. You're driving the whole day and you're still at the same place.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go.
But this is a rough road.
Okay. That's okay.
And sometimes it doesn't, this isn't a road. Some small river crossing.
Let's make some miles.
Yep.
Bank some Ks.
It's reserve and it's a tick under half. Okay, it's on the red though.
Okay, put all the fuel in right now. If your ox only has 1 bar left, put it all into the tank.
Okay.
And then we know exactly what we got.
Okay.
And then we've got Jerry's, but I was anticipating Clone having more fuel than the other trucks. Cool, I'm excited. Just never ends. What would you say? It's a never-ending park ride for 4-wheel drives.
Yeah.
Just always something to do, always something to look at. You know, I got a crater. Oh, let's go over to this, let's go over to that. It's awesome. This is spectacular.
We decide to make a hard push north to reach a campsite where hot springs await. We'll have to make a lot of miles to get there, but the trucks are performing well, and we're confident we can make it.
So where are we headed now?
Yeah, so now we are heading to Landmannalaugar. Oh, I can't wait. We are gonna have one more water crossing. It's right by the camp. It is slow moving, but it can be deep. Copy.
Torfi is warning us that there will be a lot of water crossings today, and that this one will be the deepest. Knowing that, we decide to push Caroline out of her comfort zone a bit by putting her in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Stay slow. Just
Oh my goodness.
Gotta get you have enough room to pull up.
Yeah, we did. That was exciting.
Oh wow.
Very nice. You look good, Caroline.
Thank you. That was interesting.
Exciting.
It was deeper than it looked when they went across.
Just downriver, there is a curious geological feature known as the lava bridge. The river completely disappears into this cavity and shows up 100 meters or so downstream from the side of the bank. The riverbed is made up of an old lava flow, and the water over time has found its weaknesses, carving the mysterious feature into existence. Dan decides to seize the moment by persuading Tanner to give him another lesson in photography.
To get the sign out, we could come somewhere here and get it low down, like almost ground level.
Actually, this is really cool with this volcanic forest rock, so...
Maybe a vertical shot as well.
Perfect, there you go. I was about to say go vertical.
Okay, so shutter speed.
You're in aperture, so what I would do is set it at a lower ISO. Now we're hand holding, so you can't go too slow.
Yeah.
General rule of thumb, you take your focal length, so we're at 24, you put that over 1, so 25th of a second is your minimum hand holding shutter speed to still get a sharp image.
Yeah.
And if you're with the stabilizers and the sensor shift stabilizer, you can cheat it. But general rule of thumb, starting off, try not to get slower than that.
Okay.
Yeah, those are looking good.
By the looks of it, I'd say Tanner's young Padawan is making progress. Upriver, Torfi notices another traveler in a rental vehicle preparing to attempt the deep river crossing.
I'll just take a loop here.
What's going on?
There's some small rental car on the other side. We might be too deep for him. So we're driving over just to show him how it is, and he's going to take a decision. I'm not going to do it. It's going to be his choice.
I don't think they can make it across the river.
Go over and tell you about it, because we could see you really wanted to get over. Yeah, it's rocky and deep.
Yeah, the rocks and how irregular.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm agree.
A wise choice. It's always better to turn back versus becoming a statistic. The environment is an equal opportunity killer. And it's hard to fathom everything we have seen and experienced today. Time indeed has become distorted, and one day is beginning to feel like 3. We're far enough into the center of Iceland now that we're starting to conserve fuel, and the team is now fighting fatigue, and fatigue leads to mistakes.
Clone, out of curiosity, you still have your full aux tank, right? It's 3/4 full. Yeah, so Adigan's basically a half tank then. Okay, just checking.
In our unrelenting efforts to get the best footage of our experience, I am pushing my piloting skills with compromised focus.
Flight bars again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crossing in 3, 2, 1, cross.
And this is how you destroy a cinematic drone in 3, 2, 1.
I knew it was gonna crash! Oh, I knew it!
Oh no. That was a pretty epic crash if you were gonna crash. Oh no!
That's a man down. That's a man down.
This is the shot.
We need a moment of silence.
We've got a Black Hawk down, we've got a Black Hawk down.
I can see it down there.
Filming it?
Yeah, we gotta film it.
We're filming it!
I've crashed one of the team's most valuable production assets, codenamed Merlin.
No, I just saw the lights go. Dude, I just augured that thing into the ground.
Oh, man, we heard.
Merlin's flight data shows I hit the ground at 60 miles an hour, resulting in a total loss of the aircraft and its payload.
Oh, wow.
The final clip was corrupted beyond repair.
That's the first Inspired that I have crashed in flight. That was due to pilot error. Only the right ritual.
Even though I'm feeling the heartbreak of losing one of our best drones and the humility of facing my first ever cinema drone crash, I believe it's important at moments like this to stay positive and keep up team morale. After all, look at the big picture. This is but a blip on the greater story. And I'm glad that the rest of the team is holding their heads high as well.
It's a perfect way to finish off a perfect day, I'd say.
Beauty way to finish off a beauty day is the Canadian way to say that.
Forgot the A at the end.
Beauty way to finish a beauty day, eh?
That's better.
If you're not yet happy, just keep on lowering your expectations.
The sooner we go to bed, the sooner we hot spring. And coffee.
Yeah. Okay. Time to go.
Time to go. I have to offload all this footage still, so I'm gonna go to bed in like an hour and a bit. So, bye.
Tomorrow morning should provide a little downtime to get our energy back. Which is good, because in our next episode, we will push even further into the interior of Iceland and hit our toughest section yet. With plenty of time and miles for more things to go wrong. There's just 2 more episodes remaining of the Nordic Expedition.